So this is my 2006 Prius that was just given to me. A lot of people would say, well, why would anybody give you a free car? Couple of reasons. Number one, it has almost 220,000 miles on it. So this car doesn't owe the owners anything. They feel like they've sufficiently gotten what they needed to get out of it. They were the original owners. They loved it. They said it never gave them a problem until it did. So I picked this car up from the mechanic shop where it had the triangle of death light on, and the folks were planning to get a new car anyway, and they just didn't want to deal with it. You know, it had to get towed into the shop, and now they'd have to tow it home from the shop. Maybe they'd take it and trade it in, and you get next to nothing on a trade-in anyway. So they said, you know what, Anthony, come and get it. So I went to the mechanic shop, I picked it up, I tried to drive it home. I got about a half mile down the road and it stopped. So I had it towed to my house, and the codes are on for a transmission. So basically I got a 2006 Prius that has some pretty shoddy paint, couple of little nicks and dents from a life lived in the city, scrapes down here, and it's gonna need a transmission. So I know a lot of people like Priuses, and you can get high miles out of a Prius. They sold a ton of them, so there's a lot of parts available. So one of my Prius guys came over and took a look at it, and he said, you're probably gonna need a transmission pick and pull where they have trans for $300 and you $500 and $800 to have it installed. Me, I'm not that guy. I'm not gonna invest money in this vehicle. There's a lot of demand for Priuses, especially the models made between 2004 and 2009. Prius aficionados seem to think that that's a real sweet spot. We got the car all cleaned up on the inside. I'm going to sell this as a mechanic special. I'm gonna let everybody know I've got a 2006 Prius, and it's gonna need some work. They're gonna have to invest some of their time and some of their energy. But when they are done, they'll have a good running car. The hitch on the back, it has some roof racks on it. So even just the roof rack, $100, hitch on the back, $100. It's got good tires on it. So, you know, somebody will have a car once they put a transmission in it that might go another 100,000 miles. But it was given to me for free, and I'm gonna give somebody this Prius once I get it all cleaned up at a fair price. And the main goal is we want this Prius to keep driving. We don't want it in a junkyard. We don't want it to wind up as a parts car. We want to keep cars on the road. That's what I do. I try to keep cars on the road, get them into the right hands of somebody who can keep them moving and stay out of the junkyard.